Midnight arrival. Exhausted from the road, Johnny Depp pushed open the creaking door of a weathered seaside hotel. The lobby, bathed in the dim glow of a flickering chandelier, hummed with the rhythmic whir of an ancient ceiling fan. The clock ticked toward midnight, and silence draped the room like a heavy curtain. A young receptionist jolted upright at her desk, blinking sleep from her eyes. Her shock was palpable. Johnny Depp here, in this forgotten coastal town? He offered a tired smile, his voice gravelly from travel. Reservation under Depp, he said, sliding his ID across the counter. The receptionist fumbled with paperwork. Our system's down. We'll have to do this old school. Before she could finish, the lobby door slammed open. A disheveled man staggered in, his face etched with panic. My daughter, she's gone, he choked out. She stayed here last week. No one's seen her since. The desperate father Johnny observed silently as Paul, the frantic father, clutched a crumpled photo of Lucy, a bright-eyed 19-year-old. The receptionist paled. We haven't seen her since checkout. Paul's voice cracked. She came here for a fresh start. Now her phone's dead. Her friends don't know. Johnny stepped forward, his quiet intensity cutting through the tension. Let's retrace her steps. Every detail matters. Paul stared, momentarily starstruck, then nodded desperately. The trio, Johnny, Paul, and the receptionist, pored over grainy security footage. The cameras showed Lucy laughing in the lobby days earlier, a guitar case slung over her shoulder. Secrets in the shadows. As the night deepened, Johnny led the group through the hotel's labyrinthine corridors. Dusty guest logs revealed Lucy had asked about local music spots. A janitor recalled her mentioning an abandoned cottage by the shore. Johnny's mind wandered to his own fractured past. Tabloid scandals, lost roles, the suffocating loneliness of fame. How many times had he felt as adrift as Lucy? The cottage dawn tinged the horizon as they reached a dilapidated cottage half buried in dunes. Inside, candlelight flickered. A group of teens sat cross-legged, strumming guitars. At the center was Lucy, her laughter freezing as Paul rushed in. Dad? She gaped. My phone died. We were just jamming. Paul crushed her in a tearful embrace. Johnny lingered at the door, a bittersweet ache in his chest. Truce at sunrise back at the hotel, Paul clasped Johnny's hand. You gave me hope when I had none. Johnny gazed out the terrace window, the rising sun painting the sea gold. Hope's a stubborn thing, he murmured. It finds you, even when you're hiding. Paul hesitated. You sound like you've been lost too. Johnny's smile didn't reach his eyes. Haven't we all? Walter's melody days later, driving through misty hills, Johnny played a cassette tape, a folk ballad by Walter, a reclusive musician he'd met years prior. The lyrics spoke of fractured dreams and second chances. His phone buzzed, a video from Walter. In it, the silver-haired man performed for a tiny crowd, his voice raw but radiant. Johnny's throat tightened. This was why art mattered. Not red carpets, but this. The jazz club in Los Angeles. Johnny orchestrated a comeback gig for Walter. The club, smoky and intimate, fell silent as Walter took the stage. His fingers danced over the guitar strings, voice trembling with decades of regret and resilience. Lost souls find each other, Walter sang, locking eyes with Johnny. Carry the light. Backstage confessions. After the show, Walter sipped whiskey, his hands still shaking. Almost gave up, till you knocked on my door. Johnny leaned forward. Your music saved me too, reminded me why I started acting. To feel alive, not just pretend. The film roll. A week later, Johnny's agent called. They want you for a biopic, an aging musician clawing his way back. Johnny paused, Walter's face flashing in his mind. I'll do it, but the script needs rewrites. Less glamour, more truth. The road ahead. As Johnny sped down the Pacific Coast Highway, Walter's cassette played again. This time he sang along, his voice rough but free. The rearview mirror reflected not a star, but a man. Flawed, healing, alive. Life's compass rarely points where we expect. In dim hotel lobbies, dusty cottages, or the eyes of strangers, we find fragments of ourselves. Johnny's journey, like ours, was never about perfection. It was about showing up, even when lost, and letting someone else's light guide you home. What about you? When did a stranger become your compass? Share your story below. And if this tale resonated, join us as we unravel more human moments in unexpected places. Subscribe, hit the bell. Your journey's next chapter awaits.